welcome. Today is Maundy Thursday, and I thought it would be a good idea to give two reflections to show how this holy day points us to the two gospel sacraments of the church. So the first leads us to the sacrament of baptism, and I'll start by reading from John's Gospel, chapter 13. It was just before the Passover festival. Jesus knew that the hour had come for him to leave this world and go to the Father. Having loved his own who were in the world, he now showed them the full extent of his love. The evening meal was in progress. Jesus knew that the Father had put all things under his power, and that he had come from God and was returning to God. So he got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing and wrapped a towel round his waist. After that he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that was wrapped around him. He came to Simon Peter, who said, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." "No," said Peter, "you shall never wash my feet." Jesus answered, "Unless I wash you, you have no part with me." "Then, Lord," Simon Peter replied, "not just my feet, but my hands and head as well." Jesus answered, "Those who have had a bath need only wash their feet. Their whole body is clean. And you are clean, though not every one of you." For he knew who was going to betray him. This evening we see Jesus take the part of the servant king, demonstrating his love for the disciples by taking on the most menial of tasks, washing their feet. On the surface it's a dramatic and unforgettable act of humility, but look carefully and you will see it goes much deeper than that. When Jesus approaches Simon Peter to wash his feet, Simon protests that it simply won't happen. And so Jesus has to tell him, "Unless I wash you, you have no part with me." And when Simon suggests that in that case Jesus should wash his hands and head as well, Jesus replies, "Those who have had a bath need only to wash their feet, for their whole body is clean." Jesus is talking far more about washing the dust and the muck of the road off his disciples' feet. He's talking about a much deeper cleansing that prepares us for fullness of life spent with him. The water that he pours out symbolises the water of baptism, and that's our means of entry into the church. It is a water that should continue to cleanse our thoughts and actions throughout our lives. It is as if Jesus continues to say, "Unless I wash you, you have no part of me." Let us pray. Blessed are you, sovereign God of all. To you be glory and praise forever. You are our light and our salvation. Grant that all who have been born in you by water and the Spirit may daily be renewed in your image, walk by the light of faith, and serve you in newness of life. Through your anointed Son, Jesus Christ, to whom with you and the Holy Spirit we lift our voices of praise. Blessed be God forever, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.